everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on the Memories of the Meadow book. You've heard my plan for it. So far I don't think anything else has changed. You know what, I might as well just leave that off. That's okay. Clean this out a little bit. I've been working a little bit before settling down to turn the camera on. Just trying to kind of get my head together a little bit and start working on just a little bit of the ephemera that's going to be going into the journal part of the journal. So that being said, we're just going to fiddle with a few pieces tonight. Just to let you know, because there's so much going into this journal, and because I'm only doing Tuesdays, and I'm kind of right now Tuesdays through May for the collaboration, and I'm kind of working on all things at once, so nothing looks like it's all totally together. I will be filming a lot of what I'm doing, but I won't show it until after the flip through, if that makes sense. Because other people in the collaboration have other days that they're assigned, and I don't want to put this up on any other day other than Tuesday, which was my day to put up for this project. So when May is over and everybody's projects are done, I will put these other videos up, you know, during the week, just because, to show how they were being done. Some of the stuff that was being done behind the scenes. So I did manage to finish the cover. Well, I didn't finish the cover. I finished painting the cover, which is back here. I started doing this, putting some of the moss and some of the leaves on it, but it's not near done yet. I haven't finished the inside yet. Now I have to paint the back. And I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different paints and mixed them and did layers on layers on layers. I'm just hoping I can get the back to match. I'm praying I can get the back to match, so he can help me with that. Send out those good vibes that I will get the back to match well enough. So anyway, and I've got moss all over the table here. So, okay. So what we're going to do, there are some pieces in here that are from the kits, the Memories of the Meadow kits. These, I was going to say magnifying, dragonfly, oh my goodness, little cutouts that I did here. And this is the larger size I did. I do have some smaller ones, but I haven't cut them out yet. And I'm sorry, my back is still not good. So you may hear a couple of gotchas every here and there while I'm trying to sit here and work. But I'm going to be playing with some of what she has here. I still have other things to cut out. I've got flowers and mushrooms and stuff over here, and all of this stuff came out of their kits. All the collage pages, well, not the collage pages, but the fussy cuts and all that. So I have all of these things that I can use. So yeah, I got a variety of things going on. So this was my thing. She has 2 of these in the kit. I want to start with this. They're about the same size. I'm thinking I want to put them here. This is just a scrap piece of paper, either a 28 or a 32 pound when I cut things off of things. Then I use them, and I have a ton of scraps up there, so I may be incorporating some of that into this, or other things that I can cover and make belly bands or pockets or whatever. So I'm not sure which one I want to put on. I think this one, because it's just slightly smaller. And I think the color, this is not from Memories of the Meadows. It may be from their William, I can't think of the name of it. You all know what it is. Everybody uses it in one way or another. There's 1,000 designs. Begins with an S, but it's just escaping me. I'm trying to decide what papers. Let me get rid of these, because these are some of those scraps. those up here. I may end up taking this sweater off because it's one of my better sweaters and I don't want to wreck it. So I have that I can do on here, and we'd be covering this with this. I can do it on there, or I can do it on here, which I was really liking because I like the yellows and the wings kind of, you know, I'm thinking that. And I don't think this one, because it's too similar, though I do like this on here because it picks up the pink. So that's too similar, and then this one, too busy with that. So I think this is going to go on here. What it's going to go on, I don't know. I don't know, but I'll be making pockets and things out of this as well. So I think what I would like here, because there's really no blue, though, I'm trying to think, what would I think about blue with it, you know? Isn't that funny? Maybe. Okay, I think I'm going to try to do it here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to kind of put it here, sliding it down the back to try to make it as even as possible. Hopefully I'll get enough of that. I need a pencil. Hopefully I'll get enough of the blue and enough of the yellow. I'm hoping. I don't know what else I may do with it. So, whoops. This is really just guidelines so that when I put the glue on, I know where to put it. And then I can just put the paper right back on that. This is a very light line here, so let me go along this edge first. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I spent the weekend at our regional church camp with some of my ladies from my church, and it was really very good camp. So they all had a good time. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, but a lot of, you know, good information, good scriptural information for us, and how God takes care of us. So, but anyway, so that was good. It was a long ride up and a long ride back, but at least the weather held out, which was nice. We did have some rain on Saturday in the middle of the afternoon, but it was just a matter of, you know, walking from a couple of places back and forth. I just want to see if I can clean this a little bit. I had it open and I think I've got some stucky stuff in there. So I did have to use the umbrella a couple times, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't far that we had to walk. And they have little golf carts on our camp and people who drive them, so they drive around taking people from place to place, because a lot of the women are, you know, older, elderly, or, you know, disabled in some way, and, you know, that's what happens when we get old. Me with my bad back, generally I usually walk. I'm cranky about it, but I usually walk because, you know, it's actually good for me. And but I did take advantage of the golf carts this time around because of my back. So I wasn't doing too badly when I left on Friday. I was actually feeling pretty good, but I knew I had to be careful. Well, I wasn't doing too bad till Sunday morning. And Sunday morning, while I was sitting on the edge of my bed and putting my stuff, you know, getting ready and putting the stuff away in my bag, as I used it, I picked up something from the right and I put it in my left hand and I turned and I twisted just enough, and pulled my back out yet again. Different spot. So this one's a little lower on my left side, where the other one last Saturday that knocked me off my feet was higher and on my right. So just all these problems when you get older. My goodness. All right, I'm going to try to cut these. Let me see. Do I want to try to use real scissors as opposed to little scissors? Let's see how I do. again. I have the white against the cream, and it's kind of tough for me to tell, so. Okay, that's one side. So anyway, that is sort of what's going on with my back. So I don't see the chiropractor again until Wednesday because she hadn't had another spot open before then. But I have some paperwork that I've fallen behind on for work. So I think tomorrow I'm going to set up my computer on a tray table or something and prop myself up with pillows on the chair, and I'm going to get some ice packs because I think, honestly, that was part of my problem over the weekend is I did not put ice on my back the entire weekend I was there. And I was up and down a lot. I was walking a lot, even though the distances weren't, you know, far. They took a few minutes, you know, it took a few minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever, to get from one place to another, depending on where I was. Might be a little crooked, but I think we'll be okay. Well, maybe not. Let's trim that one. Okay, now I think we'll be okay. So how'd I do? I was thinking about putting it right in the middle, but maybe I'll do it a little lower so we can see a little bit more of that yellow, huh? Like that, like that, like that. Okay, let's get my ink. So we'll do a little inking here. So hopefully, my plan is tonight when I'm done down here, I actually am doing laundry. That was fun carrying that down, but you know, it's got to get done. And so I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow, cross my fingers, I've got a pile of towels upstairs that I just have to get done. I need to change the sheets, so that has to get done. So this ought to be fun trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. But it needs to be done. So, okay. So let's see. This is something else I want to do. Let's put you to the side. I'm trying to think, do I want something else? I don't think I think what I want to do, see, this one's got some good blue on it. I don't know, maybe. What about over here? It's got some flower. Oh, here's another one of those little guys. I'm trying to see if maybe I have a little something, because I've got all these things cut. Think about that one. Oh, I lose too much of that. Oh, you know, hang on a minute. Oh, I'm trying to pull myself around. Okay. I have some of these. So what do I think? Maybe a little, I can't find my tweezers right now, which is a big shame. All right, let's see, what do I think? What do I think? Goodness, get up there. And then this one, I need one that faces the other way. What do we think of that? Maybe? Maybe. I'm trying to pick myself up and shift a little bit. All right, somewhere in here I put a little lace in there too. So let me go ahead and let me try to do this way. This should be fun. You know, let's do, if I can get this to come out. This is getting to a point now where I have to, yeah, it feels stuck. Stuck again. Then I'm gonna have to fill it up. Okay, let's get my pin in here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That was very jammed up. Okay. Let's see. All right. Sorry about this. Okay. All right, let's see if that'll work. Put that back. And I think it was this one I had, right? So let's see. Yes, no, yes, a little bit. Just gonna kind of dot, I think. Now, I've never used, these are dried pressed ferns. They came, I can see this little glob right here. They came in 2 sizes. I got them from Amazon. And there's one side has got the smaller ones on them. And then on the flip side, we have the larger ones. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one there. And then I think we'll do this one. I'm not sure if I'm holding this at the right angle. I think I am. I think I'm holding it, you know, like flat to my hand. Can't really tell. Sometimes things are a little twisted. So I've never used these before. So I'm going to assume that the art glitter glue is going to be what I need for that. Okay, good and flat. Let's just take this one and put that back up here. Get it kind of safely out of the way. Okay, so we like that. And then I said the dragonfly. Could look good right there, right? Okay. Let's get a little bit of our ink and tone that down. Now, there is something I may try to do. This is going to be I cut this tail, or not tail, but his little, you know, body here. A little on the thin side, but that's what happens sometimes. Just be a skinny dragonfly. I'm going to try something with this. Take this. Oh, it'd be smart if I glued the picture down first, wouldn't it? Okay, pick you up. Forgot I didn't put the picture down. That I'm going to use this on. Okay. Let's see if I can do this before the art glitter glue dries. Okay. Okay, let's see. Put that here. Okay, and then that there. Yeah, that's good. I'm still good. Okay, now what I want to try, and I need to get like a little piece of paper here and a little brush. That was just my back. All right, let's see. I got let's try this one. Let's shake it up, I think. These are, oh no, you really probably can't read that at all. They're like glitter paints, and they're called Dragonfly Glaze. They're from Folk Art. Again, I got this from Amazon. Squeeze out a little bit, and I know it doesn't look like much. It looks white, and it is, but it will dry clear and leave this like iridescent glitter, as it were, behind. And I have found that doing a couple of thin coats is better than one thick coat, if that makes sense. So you got to do a coat and let it just sit for a few minutes. We'll come back to this. And do another coat. I missed the edges here. There we go. And then we'll put another coat on, and that'll really, really make it pop. So do that. I think what it is, I don't think it's really paint. I think it's really glue is what it is. And it's got this, you know, this glitter in it. Get the edges. And I think I got to turn my head to come at it at a different angle. Make sure I got everywhere. I think I got everywhere. All right. Okay, so we're gonna just put that to the side for a minute so that can dry. I'll put this over here. Okay, and I'm gonna just put this, I'll put this here. Why not? Let's put this stuff back before I make an absolute mess. See, here's the big ones on the other side, and I'm already making a mess. Okay. Let's go to a different one now. All right. Now, I'm going to put this one. Well, you know what? Let's hang on to this one for a minute. I want to play with this. This is a long envelope, you know, a long, tall envelope. And she's got this, you know. But I think what I want to do, I think I want to make this a pocket, little tuck. And I want the flap to come this way. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to snip this down. Actually, let me measure this because I kind of stink at doing stuff by eye. A little ruler here. Here's a pencil. Oh, not centimeters. I'm not good with centimeters. All right, let's say I'm gonna go, let me mark where my fold is here so I can see this a little better. Yeah. Okay. No, not that far. It's got to be enough to cover. All right, so we're gonna say 1/4 of an inch. All right. We're going to come out because 1/4 of an inch will stay under the design of the flap. So we're going to go 1/4 of an inch, and it's fine if I do from here. That's fine. I'll just go 1/4. Okay. Is that what I want? Nope. Is that what I said? 1/4 of an inch? No, no, no. It is 3/8 of an inch. Okay, let's try that then. 1/4, 3. And that wasn't, yeah, it was 1/4. There's 3/8 of an inch. Okay, let's get rid of that line. Let's get rid of that. I think it's even. Let's see. Look Looks a little further down, so I'm gonna go ahead and go do this by eye, because I know that is underneath that, and it will be, yes, it will be underneath that. So that is where we're gonna go. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna draw a line across here. I'm going to snip this down. I don't know if you saw any of that now that I'm holding it up. I'll trim this in a minute. I'm not worried about this part right now. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut across this line. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now for this, let me cut this straight across first, just to get rid of that little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll round it like so. And that's fine. Get rid of those. Okay. So this is what I am thinking is, if we do it like this, I can bring this from here over the top like so. I'm gonna put a little notch in here, and I'm just gonna glue this to this so that, you know, it kind of just matches. And if it doesn't quite line up, we trim. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me go ahead and ink. Go ahead and ink. I know I'm a little off camera here, so let me try to get in a little better. All right, definitely need this end inked. Okay, let me get this edge. Actually, that probably wouldn't have mattered. Go right here, that one. I think we're good. We're gonna glue. All right, let's go just here on the edges, because, you know, you're gonna see that. I'll go here too, just because. I'm just trying to make sure that anything that you're going to see will be, and we're gonna make this like a floating pocket, is inked. Okay, so that looks good. Let's get this inked, and I'm gonna do it everywhere. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do something on that because I cut it a little off right there. So we'll see what we can do about that. Sometimes I find a little patch repair with tissue and a little bit of glue is kind of all you need, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You get a bit of tissue. Now, this is just a regular, you know, tissue. I'm going to take the tiniest piece here. Well, not the tiniest piece, but a tiny piece. Okay. I'm going to put down a little glue, and I'm going to do it on the inside. So put a little glue on here. Okay. And let's go ahead and smear that. And I'm going to try to tear all the edges. Okay. And then I'm just going to put that right down here. Press it in like so. And this piece is not quite stuck down, so we'll just tear that off. And you really can't see it. And it reinforces it so that it's not really a tear anymore. I'm gonna actually, let me put a dot of this. That's the art glitter glue, and tiny little squirt of that. And I'm going to take the gluey part. I have too much water. There we go. And we'll just go on over that tissue again. And I don't mind rubbing the edges off, because the smaller the repair is, the easier it will be to not see it. So that's fine. Oh, get rid of the tissue now. We're gonna let that go ahead and dry. I'm not gonna fiddle with it anymore and get the glue and the tissue off my fingers. All right, I really, I have to get into the habit of covering my glue. Well, I'm gonna use it, so here we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do, well, let me do this. So I'm gonna do this part. Now what we're gonna do is glue this flap. So essentially what I did was I cut it off down a little bit so that it would give me a flap. And you know what, before I close this, let me, because I'm famous for closing it and then putting in the thumb hole. I think that's okay. We'll do that. Okay, let's ink that one. Okay. Even though this is already cream, I'm just going to do a little bit more on here because I think I'm just liking that better. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this on from the back, what is now the back. Oh my Lord. Okay. Now there's one other thing that I want to get to today, and that is, let's do it this way. That is kind of what for me would be a new style of pocket. I'm just going to move this over this way a little bit, and that'll be fine. I have all these flowers and these mushrooms and all this stuff, and I thought, for me, what if I can come up with a new way to collage pocket? Because I'm not really good at collaging. Not the way I see some people. They can just take 2 or 3 things and, oh my goodness, what an amazing difference. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We've flipped that from the other side, okay? Let me go ahead, actually, because now I've got that looking like that. I haven't tried this before, so I'm kind of winging this as I go. But I kind of like the way that looks. Okay. I went over my repair, and it looks fine. It's a little darker than the rest, but it looks fine. Okay. And so we have this. So we have the back of the envelope, which I think I'm only, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna ink this. I'm gonna make this a tuck on the other side. This is kind of fun. I don't know what I'm putting in this, but I'm just making little tucks and pockets all over the place. So I just thought instead of the regular envelope, something a little more interactive would be fun. So, okay, it's time to take off my sweater because now I'm getting warm. Okay, much better. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're going to glue this here, and I'm only going to glue, can glue this down. I'm trying to see what I want to do here. All right, so I'm gonna glue this down. I'm gonna glue this very fine bead right along the edge. Whoops. As I say that, it can, oh, I won't need that, right? Won't need it there. As I say, right along the edge, and it comes flying out, right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead with that, put that down there. Okay, then we're gonna glue this here. Okay, like so. We'll make ourselves a little tuck on this side. So that's what we have here, okay, just a little tuck there. Then we'll flip this over and glue up this way. Like so. And then we'll have, oops, starting to get my tape peeled off here. We'll have a little tuck that way. So we have that, and I'm wondering, can you, I don't think that's what I want to do. I just wanted a thumb hole and a little lower so that whatever you put in here, or whatever I put in here, I guess, will be easier to grab out. And then, let's see, what do I have? Ooh, that would be good. That would be good. And then it's a question of what would I put on the inside. Now, she has these, and I believe that these are meant to be folded over, glued together, and you'd have a double-sided tag. But I'm wondering if I would just want to keep that. And then I'm thinking, maybe I'll do that here. Make that the tuck. Then it can flip up. But then I lose the back. Do I want to lose the back? All these decisions, I don't know. I don't know. This one and this one. I cut these apart. Maybe I just want to do that. And then I'll find a tag to put in here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not sure how or what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm thinking perhaps that is my thought. I think I like the longer one. All right, let's do that one. Okay. And then we're going to move on to the other type of pocket. Oh, I can go back before I do that. Let me go back and need to put this on. So from right about there. I got to close that before it gets all stuck open again, or stuck closed again, I should say, like this one is. Yeah. Then we'll do, I want to go back and put a little bit more of that paint on the, wherever I put it. I don't know where I put it. I have to find it now. All right, we're just going to do that. More than enough. Bring it up a little higher just so that it'll stay shut. I love that this glue just rubs right off. It's fabulous. Okay. All right, so that will open like so. Ooh, I kind of like that it went over the hole. So that's good. All right, so now I still have to worry about, you know, what I'm going to tuck in here, what I'm going to put inside, and what I'm going to put here. So I still have to work on that. Now, the paint is over there. Ah, here it is. Okay, let me cover my glue, guys. All right, you and you. I have such a mess on this desk. It's amazing that I can find anything. All right, here's a little bit more of the paint, or whatever we want to call it. I'll put another coat on here. Yeah, it's really neat. And it comes in different shadings. So when you turn it, you know, it'll show different colors. This one is, let me see if I can read it. It's blue, green, and gold shift, it's called. So it goes blue, green, gold, and then it's got, you know, all the glitter in between, but it's really kind of neat. And then there's one with red that's kind of pinky when you do it, and yeah, it's neat too if you take a couple of them and put them, you know, do a layer of one color shift and then let that dry, and then take another layer of a different color shift. Really neat. Okay, so let me bring this up. I can stand up, sorry. Oh my goodness. So you can see that. Isn't that pretty? I'll be using this throughout this book in a multitude of places. So that is that. I'm just going to put this to the side, and in a little bit I will go ahead and clean that out. I do believe it's water-based, so. Okay, so the only other thing now I'm thinking, do I want, just depends on where it's going to go in the book, but I will probably, I think I like that. Yep, I'm going to do it. Gonna do it. Here we go. I like that one. So we'll go ahead and put that glue, put the glue on so I can put this lace on here. And I don't mind the tatty edge. So let me get these scissors. Kind of liking the idea of a tatty edge. We'll go off the ends a little bit on this, instead of my normal cut it straight to the edges. And we'll go ahead and go out here and let that sit. And then, oops, I got a fairy on my leg. And I will go back and I will tatty it up later. So that's that one. And we'll see if there's anything else that we want to do. So we have this one that we did so far with the envelope by cutting the flap and flipping it over, putting this on for a tab. We have a tuck here and then a tuck here. And then of course you have space inside for another tag. So it's kind of neat. So that's what we've done with that one. That's what we've done with this one. Now, let me find what I've done with the other one. Okay. This is, and how far along am I here? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what I can do. All right, this is what I was thinking of doing. I wanted to, let's go with, say, William Morris. That's who it was. It was William Morris collection. Couldn't think of what it was. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. What do I say? Oh, I like this one. I like this one. Okay, so this is my thought, and I have no idea how this is going to work, but I think what I wanted to try to do is, let's see here. They get so tangled together. I wanted to try to make the pockets a little bit deeper by adding another piece. I didn't fold these flaps over. On another pocket I will, but I didn't on here. And I'm trying to see, I just want to kind of collage on the pocket, if that makes sense. So let's see what else I can find. Doesn't have to be all pink. Actually, we can put some green in the background. Let me find something different. I don't know, that might be good. I don't know. Okay, what's this one? This one's a blue one. No. There's another magnolia. Okay. I'm kind of going with the pinks here. I think that's where I'm heading. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Find my brush and put you over here. And let's see. I could flip it over here because nobody's gonna be the wiser, right? Of course, I can't see the white on white now. All right. Come on. I'm not sure where. I'm going to go all the way around the edges just so that if there's any white from when I cut it, that it kind of gets toned down. All right, a little bit more right there. All right. I'm going to cover that just for a quick minute while I put it on. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same kind of thing to this one. Now there's something else I want to do with this when I cut this out, but I want to decorate it first and then cut, okay? So let's go ahead, try to get this done. There we go. Now I may go back and do a little bit of extra stuff to these things. I don't know. You never know with me. I look at them tomorrow and say, either no, I don't like it, or I think it needs something else, or no, I think it's great. It's just fine the way it is. One never knows. Okay. I'm going to go ahead like that. I like it on that angle. All right. Now, while that's sitting for a minute, let me get these flowers and this. I want to ink this up. I don't know. Maybe I won't do that there. Maybe I'll just do the flowers. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, well, I could do this one. Oh, good heavens. Gosh, your back goes out and so does your brain. It's like somebody flipped a switch. I don't know. Okay, let's do that. And actually, I need this. Okay, let's try to get these. I'm tearing it while I'm trying to ink it. Okay, that's better. All right, good. Okay. They are pretty fine. Every now and then I get the brilliant, idea to say, why don't I do the ink before I cut it out? And then I don't have to fuss with it. What a thought, huh? Okay. Let me get some of those in there. Okay, good. Put that back there. Let's bring this back here and decide how I want to do this. So I was going to like that, or do I want to? I'm trying to decide if I want to do it over the card, under the card. I think where trying to think if I want to keep this here, or do I want to put something else under? I had another paper. Don't know what I did with it. Oh. Is this what I'm thinking? Do I want to put that there with it? No, I don't. I think I like it, this odd shape. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead, put these under, whoops, here like so, with the green. And then I'm going to put this here. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have to cut all around that. So let me go ahead, try to remember how I'm putting these down. Okay. That back there. I'm going to do this over here so I have the contrast. There we go. And that'll take care of my 3 different pocket ideas, or sort of. One's a floating pocket, and this one will be stationary, and the other one is a stationary pocket as well. So let's go ahead and put that right there. My stomach's growling. Don't know why, I just ate. So I'm not sure why my stomach's growling. Maybe because I just ate, I don't know. Yeah, we had some leftovers today because, you know, the guys were on their own this weekend while I was away. Not that my husband can't cook. It's just usually if I'm around, he doesn't. But he has been doing better lately with some of that for me. But he made, we had some leftover chicken in the refrigerator. So he made what he calls chicken tetrazzini, which I'm not sure if that's what it is exactly, but you know, I'm gonna make this a pocket. That's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna glue it down, but I'm not going to. Let me have this then. I was gonna glue it completely down, but I'm gonna make a pocket on a pocket. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll tuck some little bits in here. So anyway, he took some leftover chicken and they cut it up, and we had some angel hair pasta, and there was a can or 2 of cream with mushroom soup in the fridge. And yeah, so he decided, I'm trying to get it even before I put it down because it's hard glitter glue. And you know how that is. So I give myself that little puff, push this in just a little bit so we have a little bit of play, because I don't like it when it's so hard to pull the tags in and out. And now, especially because I've glued this stuff down here, I want it easily in and out like that. Okay. All right. So did I do this one? I kind of did. Let's see, I think I can use a little more right in there. Yeah, okay. Let's get this one down. And I'm going to try to cut it out. And show you how I intended, you know, how it would look, hopefully, on the page. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to bend that just that little bit because I kind of liked that. I did it by itself. Okay. So let me cover up my glue, guys. And then I'm going to do my best to try to cut this out. And then I'm going to show you the last thing once it's cut out. Put that over there. What I'm going to do with that. Okay. I'll try to go from this side. You can always go back in and snip a little if it needs snipping. Okay, so all I really did, there's a lot of glue right there. All I really did was just kind of build up on this pocket is what I did. Okay, I'm just cutting around here so I can get rid of the excess, so I can go back in and cut it a lot easier. So I don't get hung up on it, as it were. We're going to put the slants in here just like this. Looks like I need to cut the pocket there. Not the pocket, but the white part that I glued it to. I'm going to go ahead and here. Actually, let's do this part first. I'm trying to get rid of the glue on my fingers. Okay, let's try to do this. Okay. Now I did glue this down with art glitter glue, which to me is a little harder if the glue is wet to cut around. So do my best to try to do that. And I realize that I'm fussy cutting here, which can be pretty boring, but it's just a little bit, one would hope. Okay. Now I can't get in here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just take some ink, which again, you know, hindsight's 20/20. If I thought about it, I probably should have inked the space where I was going to put the flower before I put it down. So, but we can fix that. It's always fixable, right? Pretty much almost always fixable. And like most of the crafters would say, I think the creators who try something new, it's like, it looked good in my head. It worked in my head. Sometimes it doesn't work quite so easily when you actually sit down and do it, but it works in your head. Okay, cut there. So this, in a sense, now has become a double pocket. So let me just do this part. Get around here. And cutting from this side is always a little more tricky for me because I tend to cut away from what I'm trying to cut. This is so squishy from the glue. There we go. All right, I'm gonna trim along here again because that's that. Let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead, and I gotta be careful because this is still kind of wet. Okay, go around these edges. In the middle. Okay, good. I see a little spot here I want to get, if I can. You might notice that there's a little bit of that paint on these scissors, on the tip of the scissors. Someplace when I'm cutting, I can see it because I used it to pry the, what do you call it up? The, you know, the little seal that they put when the paint is new. Yeah, that's what I did. All right, so let's get this inked so we don't see the white. Okay. I'll come back and do that because I'm going to cut that out. And then the other little thing I thought I would do is I saw someone else do, and I thought, how clever. Why didn't we think of that before? Okay, so let's get that inked. And this is what I was thinking. I'll use the same lace because I have it here. Okay, and I'll cut right here. Fabric scissors. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue that right in here like so. So that's going to look like that. I don't want to put it above. We're going to put it right like that. How cute is that? Okay, so we're going to try to do anyway, if I can get the glue to come out. And then that will be the 3 little pockets that we tried doing today. And I will finish all of that off at some point this week. So I want to make sure that those edges are down. Yeah. Move that over a little bit. We want it a little more centered. And I do not. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't do that. Okay. Getting another dry, wet one. Dry wipe. That package is so old now that they're just dry. The last few that are in there are just dry. Okay, so that's what we have. So let me see if I can show you what's going on here, even if I just use, like, you know, little odd pieces. So we have a tuck here. All right, let's just do that one. So we have a little tuck here for a tag. We have a tuck there. We have a, let's see, do I have anything long? Well, let's just do that. We have part of the envelope in here, okay? Here we have a pocket that something will go in here, and then we have a pocket where something can go in there. Okay, so when that pocket is glued down, let's do it on a piece of paper so we can kind of see. So this gets clipped, okay, onto a paper. This is, you know, a tag, let's say. I thought I might have had something over here. Aha, here we go. All right, so let's just say we can put a tag in. That's too big. We'll just say that because we want to put this one on. Okay, so you've got this little pocket here, then you'll have that pocket here, and that'll go down like that. And I may put something when I put it on the page, who knows. And then here we have this one that's going to go down here, and then that's a pocket right there, a pocket or a tuck, however we decide to do that. So that is what we have done today. Thus far, our three little pockets that we did. So that's going to be it for today. You'll be seeing more as we go along. Well, let me bring this down because I'm out of frame. Okay. So that's it. That's it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to try to put some other stuff up this week. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to be really working on this because I have a ton to get done on this. And I'd like to have as much of it done for next Tuesday as possible. Even if I can't get the flip through done until the beginning of June. I'm hoping. We'll see. Okay, so that's it for now. So in the meantime, be happy and be safe and be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.